It's 2021 and OnePlus is looking to take its mid-range game up a notch with the launch of the Nord CE 5G, a phone which according to the company is built on the core aspects of the OnePlus Nord experience, but available at a price that's more accessible than before. This new OnePlus phone also follows a minimalistic Scandinavian design language and appears to be a phone that's tailor-made for the average OnePlus fan in India. So let's get started with our thoughts on the design and display of the OnePlus Nord CE. What we have is a phone that feels solid in the hand, does not compromise in terms of look, and to top it off, also has an above par display. We have no curved displays or eye-catching camera bumps. Instead, we get a phone that just sits in your palm and looks elegant. From the moment you take the Nord CE 5G out of its retail packaging, the device starts to impress with its finely crafted exteriors. At 7.9mm, the OnePlus Nord CE 5G is also the slimmest OnePlus smartphone since the launch of the OnePlus 6T. It's also quite lightweight at 170 grams, which makes it easy to carry around. However, despite its lightweight nature, the phone does not feel toy-like as it has a balanced heft to it. Another interesting thing to note here is that OnePlus has managed to add a 3.5mm jack to the device, a feature that was missing from the original OnePlus Nord last year. Moving to the back of the phone, we have a back panel that flaunts a soft matte finish. This not only makes it look premium, but also nice to touch. Keeping with the clean Scandinavian design language of the device, the back panel features only a small OnePlus logo and vertically placed camera setup. As we explained earlier, all these elements come together to create a phone that's as easy on the eyes as it is on the pocket. Moving on to the display, we have a 6.3-inch Fluid AMOLED panel on the front of the phone. This panel can run a maximum Full HD Plus resolution. It also offers a high pixel density and is capable of handling fast refresh rates of 90Hz. Since it's an AMOLED panel in the make, there is also support for always on display feature. In our time with the device, we found the performance of the display to be quite good. It feels premium and works almost as well as any other panel fitted on a OnePlus phone in the past. Even under direct sunlight, the display can get plenty bright and also outputs vibrant and punchy colors. Apart from this, the display also offers good viewing angles. Text legibility is also up to the mark, and overall the display helps the phone emerge as a good option for users looking to buy a device for playing games and watching videos and movies on it. Underneath the hood, the OnePlus Nord CE 5G brings with itself a Qualcomm Snapdragon 750G chipset, which offers a decent punch in terms of performance. This chipset uses a base configuration of two performance ARM Cortex A77 cores clocked at 2.2 GHz, sat next to 6 efficient A55 cores, which run at 1.8 GHz. For graphics, we have the Adreno 619 GPU on the chipset. This chipset also brings support for 5G to the OnePlus Nord CE. For smooth performance, OnePlus has paired the phone with 12GB of RAM on the top-end variant of the device. However, there are also 6GB and 8GB RAM variants of the phone. The phone is equally adept at multitasking between lightweight apps. As is the case with most OnePlus devices, the camera department is one of the major areas of focus with the OnePlus Nord CE. The device gets a triple lens setup with a primary pixel bin 64MP lens and support for electronic image stabilization. The lens flaunts a good aperture size for decent low light performance, but more on that later. For now, let's get through the specifications of the camera setup. Sat next to the primary lens is a secondary ultra-wide camera. This is an 8MP lens with a 119-degree field of view and an aperture size of f2.25. OnePlus has also backed this lens with EIS for stabilization. To make up the numbers, we also have a 2MP mono lens on the device. The setup is backed by OnePlus's camera software that brings a number of features to the table. As for performance, the two main lenses are a bit of mixed bag. Talking about the primary lens, we got good daytime performance and decent low light results. In well-lit conditions, pictures come out vibrant and with accurate colors. These shots also offer good dynamic range. Pictures clicked using the primary lens offer a good amount of detail to ensure there is little loss even if you zoom or crop an image. Much of what we observe about the primary lens is also true for the ultra-wide lens. Pictures clicked using this lens in daytime generally came out fine. The ultra-wide lens manages to do what it promises as it increases the scope of the frame at the press of a button and enables the user to click sweeping views thanks to its 119-degree field of view, such as portrait and nightscape. Both these modes significantly improve the usability of the phone's cameras, with the former clicking nice bokeh shots with creamy blur effect, while the latter enhancing the quality of image in low light conditions. During our time with the OnePlus Nord, we clicked a number of low light shots with the nightscape mode enabled. The resultant images showed improvement in detail, proving that OnePlus's camera software was not just artificially brightening up images by increasing exposure time, but was actually stitching together multiple images to create a master image with improved detail, highlights, and shadows. Moving on to the battery department, the OnePlus Nord CE 5G provided expected results. The phone does just about enough to hold its own, even if it doesn't go the extra mile to help itself stand out from the crowd. The phone comes with a 4500 mAh battery pack that also promises 30-watt fast charging. However, before you can actually get to the charging of the device, the phone's energy efficient chipset and its highly optimized UI ensure there is little battery drain when you are doing simple tasks like texting, browsing the web, or even video calling. The Nord CE 5G battery also handles video as well, with the phone returning over 15 hours of runtime during a video loop test. So, if you're a medium heavy user and your phone's average day includes streaming content from Netflix, clicking photos, and browsing the internet, then the OnePlus Nord CE 5G should easily get you through a day and some more. That was our review of the OnePlus